Hello everybody, welcome back to Univesco TV. So here joined with Max. I'm going to talk about China being one of the largest, if not the largest, financial services market for global financial firms. So basically, it's a $14 trillion market, and that is the financial services investment market across the globe. 14 trillion US dollars. Now Blackrock is the biggest in the world with $7.3 trillion in assets under management. So basically half, more than half of the total overall global market. Now Blackrock is trying to enter the Chinese market. Obviously it's the largest market here. Yeah. So there's more and more opportunities, and there's definitely a more lucrative environment of entering China. That's why foreign companies, not necessarily just investment companies, but other companies wanting to enter the Chinese market because the market is just big, yeah? Simple as, you just have more people. Same as Indian market, just so many people. That's it, full stop. Now overall with this, with the the law and the agreement signed between USA and China at the start of this year, January 2020, as part of the USA and China trade war agreement, China would allow more US financial firms more opportunity to enter the Chinese market, and it'll be able to increase their stake into the local firms. So for example, Blackrock has made a joint venture with Bank of China here in China, and they've increased their stake to 16.5%. Now this was not allowed, let's say, a year ago. It was only maximum 5%, but now that stake has been increased to 16.5%. So we have seen a major drastic change in that environment. Overall, Chinese people as well, the Chinese consumers like yourself, Max, if there's more options for you as a Chinese domestic investor, Chinese man, would you prefer to have more options like a UK firm, a US firm, an Indian firm into the Chinese market, so you have more options when you want to invest your money? Or would you rather just focus on Chinese banks and Chinese companies?
I would like to have more choices.
You would like to have more choices. And why is that? Why do you want more choices?
Because if you want invest, I don't mind for foreign company or just Chinese, just invest as just me myself.
Of course, because you want to make more money.
Yes.
Now if it's Blackrock, now Blackrock is the biggest in the world. So Blackrock would be like, let's say in simple terms, would be the Mercedes-Benz. It would be like the S-class of asset management companies. So would you prefer, if you're getting an option of an S-class, would you prefer that or would you prefer a BYD?
Of course, S-class.
For S-class. So for example, for you, if Blackrock is allowed to enter the market, you would like to check the options.
Yes. Check
their suitable financial options, their investment, and you want to assess.
Yeah.
For sure. So definitely, this is just Max's opinion, but I'm sure if I ask the local Chinese, other Chinese colleagues and other Chinese people as well, they might have a similar sentiment. Now, due to the overall lucrativeness of the Chinese market, Blackrock wants to enter, and then this will open the floodgates for other financial firms across the globe, not just the American, but also the UK in the long run, and also Southeast Asian firms as well. The point of entry for Blackrock is that Blackrock is entering in China with a JV with Temasek, which is Temasek is a Singaporean company. Now Singapore, the beauty of Singapore is that it has diplomatically sound relations with both countries, China and the USA. Singapore will be on the fence. They're happy with Americans, and they're also happy with Chinese. So in that way, Temasek of Singapore is acting as a bridge for Blackrock and of China Construction Bank and Bank of China here in mainland China. Now with the new security law in Hong Kong, so China wants to attract a lot of foreign investment, especially the US firms. They've opened up the sectors like the insurance sector and the financial sector, as we see. They want to attract more and more investment by the American companies into mainland China because of the trade war. Due to the trade war, China's a bit scared, and so is America, because at the end of the day, trade wars don't necessarily help the business environment. It causes an economic loss to both countries. So China wants to get as much investment as possible before the laws change, or even with the elections in November. You never know who's going to get elected. Maybe it could be Trump. Trump might come up with different policies. You never know. You never know. So China's just trying to mitigate and then just basically hedge their risks in such a way. So from that purposes, China is applying for a mutual funds license in Hong Kong, and by applying for that particular licenses, they want to enter the mutual fund market of Hong Kong and mainland China. Now, mutual funds are basically for not so sophisticated investors as compared to hedge funds. You need a larger entry point into entering the hedge fund industry, up to like $100 million sometimes per, like, just to enter the overall hedge funds. But for mutual funds, anybody, myself, Max, we can enter the mutual fund industry. We can like start investing into funds at a lower point of maybe $500 or $1,000 even. So in terms of investments for yourself, Max, like you being a young man here in China, single, do you regularly invest your money, and how so? If you were given this option of foreign investment companies, what kind of products would you be looking for? Do you want something that gives you on a monthly basis any income? Do you want something long term? What kind of investments are you looking for?
We were looking for like the product with very low risk.
Okay.
Because, Alipay provides very low risk and stable investment.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's Yuebao.
Yeah.
Now Yuebao. So first of all, Yuebao, is it open for foreigners?
Not really, only for Chinese.
Only for Chinese. Now Yuebao provides a certain return. Now the thing with Yuebao is, Max, that is as it's not open for foreigners. So for Chinese to go into Blackrock or any other foreign company, they would want higher return than Yuebao for sure.
Yeah.
Otherwise they would just invest in a domestic Chinese company.
Easier for us.
Easier for you to just invest in Yuebao. So you want something higher.
Yeah.
Okay. What else would you be looking for in a foreign company?
For a foreign company, I think most people just worry about the foreign company with the high risk because they're just worried.
Okay. But if it's a foreign company with a JV in China, Max, with a Chinese partner, and it's the biggest firm in the world, would that ease some tensions? Would you be more comfortable? It's the biggest in the world. It's like the S-class of investment company.
It's like that. They need to mention that to the market, like let everybody knows they're S-classes.
For sure, definitely. Blackrock, that will be part of their marketing strategy. Anything else in particular? So you look for stable returns, low risk. Anything else in particular you'd be looking for? What about in terms of the overall management of the portfolio? Like you have invested some money, would you want a good customer service? Would you want like customer service to be like Tencent Gaming? Because Tencent Gaming's customer service is pathetic. So would you want customer service to be nice or bad?
Yeah, of course we want it to be nice because our money is with them.
Exactly, so you would want a friendly customer environment. Okay. Anything else in particular you would be looking for?
I think that's all. Just Chinese people just focus on the low risk and high return.
Low risk and high return. To be honest, from a financial point of view, it's not necessarily possible at all the times to have a low risk and high return environment, because the higher the risk, the higher the return, the lower the risk, lower the return.
Right.
But they want something stable and something that balances the portfolio. Alright, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to write to us, comment to us, and please connect with us on our social media. Once again, thank you for watching this. Please do like, share, and subscribe.